Hello, wholesome friend. Welcome to or welcome back to our little universe. I'm Rockstar, and I'm so glad to have you here. Today, as you may know, we are nesting with Nadine and Nathan. It's going to be a chill renovation day. I'm going to turn off my camera and we'll just chat. But the baby is definitely coming today, so stay tuned. Also, if you're watching this on the day that I'm uploading, tonight I should be streaming on Twitch at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be playing The Sims 4, so if you want to hang out live and chat and hopefully get to know each other better, definitely go find me over there. Feel free to lurk, you don't even have to say anything. Alright, let's get into the video. Alright y'all, this is me recording separately, just a little bit of voiceover for this video. And we, of course, get to start off by getting one last look, or one of our last looks at our very pregnant Nadine. We're gonna start with taking down all these Christmas decorations. It has been time, and oh, look at that big stretch, big stretch for girl. It surprises me how big her belly bump is. Seriously, it looks like she could be holding two babies in there, but she's not, I promise. There's just one. Something that I didn't mention during the intro is that I'm streaming every Thursday at 6 p.m. That's my streaming schedule, at least for now. I'm trying to be consistent. This is all quite new to me. I think everyone here knows I am a very small creator, very new creator. And on that note, I just want to say thank you for being here. If you are watching this video, if you are new, or if you've been around since 2025, I just want to say thank you so much. I am seriously grateful for you all for having any interest and sticking around. I want to talk a little bit more, I guess, on that subject and not get too mushy-gushy right now. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. I am definitely just gonna literally chat and yap and maybe be a little bit messy, but that's just the vibe for this video. Hopefully it'll feel like we're just chatting like friends. But yeah, all these Christmas decorations have got to go. It was definitely time. We have not done New Year's in the game yet, and I'm not sure if I am gonna do a specific video for celebrating the new year. I really think I would just want to focus on the baby that is coming, and I mean, for me, is now here, and also focusing on Periwinkle. I think I did mention in my last Sims 4 video that Periwinkle is actually getting older, and I didn't want to look at her age because I didn't want to hurt my own feelings. I have since looked. I have looked, and it does make me sad, but I am glad that at least Periwinkle will get some moments with the baby in the baby's infancy, and we'll all just get to see that. I just think it's gonna be so cute, and I'm sure Nadine and Nathan will definitely cherish those memories. Now, I think I just took down those black photos that I was so upset about in the first video from this year. It turns out not all of my photos went black. It was just those very recent ones. And so I don't really understand why that happened, but when I did look into things, it seemed like I was not going to get those pictures back. I didn't really want to go back to old save files or anything like that, and I do have 2 files for Nadine just to keep a recent old version of the household saved, but even that one I already saved the black photos, so you know, it is what it is. And as much as I would love to have those Christmas pictures, they're gonna take new family photos eventually, and I'll be satisfied with that. It did make me sad. I was really more scared that all of the pictures that I'd ever taken of them were gone, but that's not the case. Yeah, I think I am gonna bring this up again. It's something that a lot of you mentioned in that first video, and it took me by surprise. And so it also made me wonder, like, man, has this been this huge thing that everyone has been talking about and frustrated with, and I just didn't even know? I found that really crazy. That was the first time that I'd seen the photos turn black. I hadn't seen that before. So, yeah, just a little bit odd. So this is also the first time that we're kind of getting to see the living room look the way that it's supposed to, quote unquote supposed to, just because with the Christmas tree, the Christmas tree took up so much space. So now there's a lot more room down there, and maybe eventually I will add another chair or something, but I moved Periwinkle's bed as well to the corner of the living room, and now there's a plant where Periwinkle's bed used to be. But now we are coming downstairs, and you can kind of see that I did move around the furniture. I wanted to do this idea of having one big workroom area, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with this cupcake machine. I mean, it's in its own room. It's this huge thing. I personally feel like it shouldn't be in the same room that they're doing music and chess and on the computer and planting and, or, you know, doing flower arrangements. I don't think that's the right space for a large food machine to be in. So I moved it to the side, but I'm really not sure if I even want to keep that. Like, I might want to make that room something else in the future, especially regarding the family that they are building. So this that we're looking at now is the baby's room. It's gonna be the kids' room, period. I do hope that they will have a second child. I'm really not even sure if that's going to happen. It also depends on, you know, what they want and if it's possible. I don't find myself wanting to cheat a pregnancy, like cheat the start of a pregnancy. So we'll see what happens, because they are getting older. And I still think it's so sweet that they are having kids in older age, but I don't know if they'll be able to have two. Moving on after this baby, who I really do want to spend some focused time with. I think that it's sweet to be able to actually focus on a baby and just give them a lot of energy. I want to mention that I put 2 beds in this room, 2 little infant toddler beds, and I thought that one of them was a changing table. It looks like a changing table to me, but then when I looked at the real changing tables, I realized that I was very much incorrect. So I switched that out, and I'm not sure. I don't think it's in this video at all when I switched it out, because I played some more after I filmed all of this stuff. But yeah, let's talk about the color green because I'm using a lot of green tones in this room, and really I think green is a good family color for the Fishers. That's the color that I'm using on thumbnails. You may or may not notice, but that's going to be a bit of a marker for the Fisher family. And both Nadine and Nathan like green. They like plants. And I only realized it recently that they both like green. Obviously, like Nadine's, I would say main color is more so a pinkish blush kind of soft orange vibe. And then Nathan really favors a tan color. But they both like green. And I thought, okay, well, let's just let that theme kind of run all throughout the family. I would like for this first baby's main color to be purple. I don't ask me why. I like the color purple for this baby. I feel like if I keep giving little hints, you might be able to guess, what the baby's name might be and what the baby's gender might be. Yeah, I do want to give more hints. I made it pretty clear, the main color is green for the family, so I wanted this family-centered kids' room to have a lot of green in it. And just for this first baby, at least, I allowed for there to be a lot of purple to honor baby number 1. And I'm thinking about the baby's initials. I think I'll say them in a minute, but let's keep talking colors because I don't want to rush off of this topic. I don't want to say really bad at talking a lot, but it is true that I might ramble a bit, and I am, I guess, learning to organize my thoughts and be able to talk a little bit more. I don't know if it's a huge skill to be able to talk a lot. I mean, I guess it is. They call it the gift of gab, right? You need the gift of gab in order to be on radio because you're talking all the time. That's your job. I don't think I thought a whole lot about how creating 28 videos in 28 days meant I was going to be talking a lot. But here we are. And so, colors. I am certainly not the only one who creates Sims with a color palette, right? I can't be. I think it makes it easier to identify your Sim when they're walking around, and it just makes it so much easier to pick outfits. I mean, to not have to wonder or focus so much on the colors that they're wearing. Do we do this in real life too, though? If you dress your Sims based off of a color, ask yourself this question: do you do that in real life too? I think we all gravitate towards certain colors, but also, are there colors that you just absolutely would not wear? I constantly say, I don't really wear red. I like pink. I wear lots of pink. You guys know this. I'm sure you know this. Pink is absolutely one of my favorite colors to wear. Now, indigo, or I should say light indigo, is one of my favorite colors just in general, but I don't wear it often. It's not even easy to find, quite frankly. But pink is huge for me, and I don't like wearing red very much. I don't think it suits my personality, but I think just growing up, I didn't think it looked very nice on me. So I'm just wondering if there are people out there who don't dress their Sims according to color, do you also not dress yourself according to color? Are you just like cool with any color? I think what makes it super easy for me to pick out outfits is making my wardrobe almost just the same palette, If I wear a lot of browns, a lot of pinks, a lot of gray, everything will kind of just go together. I don't have to think about it as much because all the colors pretty much just blend. I mean, that makes sense to me. And I think it helps me to also repeat pieces of outfits for my Sims. Yeah, I could talk about this more in my next video, but I think in my next Sims video it's gonna be more of a serious topic. I'd really like to have a particular conversation with you all, and I hope that you'll help me and participate in that. I'm not sure if it's super duper needed, but I feel like I need it, so I'm just gonna check on that. I'm gonna throw the idea out there, and hope that it lands. Really, because I want to know what will land in the future as well. So we are gonna be talking about the state of The Sims 4 and also the state of us in this environment. That's what the next video is. I just wanted to, throw that out there because I don't want to be so I don't want to be hidden about it. That's not the word I want to use, but I can't think of the word, so it's fine. So that's my thought. Those are my thoughts about colors and all the other ramblings that I just went off on. So when it comes to this baby's room, I was actually thinking about focusing on not infancy, but more so, well, yes, infancy. I wanted to have the young baby in mom and dad's room, with Nathan and Nadine in their bedroom, just so that the baby's really close to their parents, so that Nadine and Nathan don't have to go all the way downstairs for any sort of emergency or anything like that just to get to the baby. I think it's important that they're on the same level in the beginning stages, but I do set this room up as if the newborn and an infant would be in this room. I don't think I put a lot of toddler stuff in here just yet. We'll get to that later. I really do like to kind of take it slow at the pacing that the actual family would go. If they don't have a toddler yet, it may not make a lot of sense to buy a bunch of gifts for a toddler and games and toys and stuff like that. I think we might want to check out the baby's personality a little bit more before we do anything like buying them, I don't know, a race car or a dollhouse. I want to see their personality first. Now, the last topic that I have very specifically for the baby and the baby's room, well, it's the baby's initials. I think I've given some time and space that you might have to think a little bit harder to guess what the baby's name is going to be. There is a baby name reveal at the end of the video when the baby's actually born, but the name is going to be gardening focused, of course, and their initials are V-E-F. V-E Fisher. I feel like that sounds like such a good name for a writer. Does that not? I guess because it sounds like V.E. Schwab, right? So V.E. Fisher, maybe the baby will become a writer. I'm not sure. They've got so many artsy things that they'll be doing with their family. So I'm not sure if they'll become a writer, or maybe the baby will follow after Papa, Nathan, and do music. Or maybe the baby will follow after Mama and hate the violin. Nadine doesn't like the violin. I don't know if I mentioned that to you all, but she does. Well, I don't know if she likes to sing, but she has a small singing skill. I want them to be a slightly musical family. Play together, sing together. I just think it would be cute. Even if it doesn't sound great all the time, it's okay. It'll look great, hopefully. We can only hope. Well, I am just gonna go ahead and make some final comments. I don't need to talk about the workroom again. I've talked about that earlier. What I didn't show though is the bathroom. I did not show y'all the bathroom. I forgot to do that. I just kind of edited it off camera because it's such a tiny space. It's not comfortable to watch, but I wanted to show you the final look, and I guess we'll just have to wait a little bit because it's not in this video. I did move that shelf with the cute little rags on it into the bathroom. So we'll see that elsewhere in their actual home in the next few Sims videos. But I did want to talk more about just talking, y'all. Do you all care if I actually talk throughout these entire videos? I will say I find it kind of comfortable to do this voiceover after the fact because I'm not focusing on multiple things at one time. I can just do the talking instead of thinking about what my Sims are doing next or trying to figure out what the decorations are going to look like. I just get to do one thing. But let me know if you care that much, because in videos like this, you know, I can use more music, more calming background for you all. I don't even know if you all like do a lot of listening or if you like to watch more. I think everyone's viewing style on YouTube is different. I'll talk a little bit about Twitch. Twitch is hard for me in a way, not just from a viewer standpoint, because I'm not good with a ton of background noise. I get distracted by it, and I feel a lot more at peace when I'm listening to just instrumental music. So being on Twitch streams or being in someone's chat while they're doing a lot of talking can be hard for me. But also because there can be a lot of laughter and jokes and fun that happens, especially in the Twitch channels that I really love. So it's hard for me to engage with them while I'm also doing other things. But that's me. If you'd like to talk about your viewing style, please let me know. I really do like hearing from you all, and I kind of just want to know more about topics and conversation topics that you all might be interested in, and me bringing up, and conversations that we can all have together, you know, really getting into the comment section and not just me and you chatting, but like us chatting, you know, as a community. I'd really like to see that happen. I can only encourage it though. It's hard to know exactly how to get that to happen, but hopefully we'll all feel comfortable with that now or in the future. But yeah, I mean, if you'd like to talk more about things going on in The Sims 4 or things going on in other games, things happening in life, whatever it is, I just hope and pray that we can be a light to each other. So this portion of the video is gonna come to a close pretty soon, and I wanted to read a psalm. I'm gonna read Psalm 45. If you're new here, hi, I'm a Christian. If you are not new here, you may have been waiting for the portion of the video that we were gonna read the Bible. So as we are closing out these decorations and then showing the final versions of the room, I'll just go ahead and read, and then we're gonna get to see Nadine as she's going into labor. All right, Psalm 45 in the New Living Translation. Beautiful words stir my heart. I will recite a lovely poem about the King, for my tongue is like the pen of a skillful poet. You are the most handsome of all. Gracious words stream from your lips. God himself has blessed you forever. Put on your sword, O mighty warrior. You are so glorious, so majestic. In your majesty, ride out to victory, defending truth, humility, and justice. Go forth to perform awe-inspiring deeds. Your arrows are sharp, piercing your enemies' hearts. The nations fall beneath your feet. Your throne, O God, endures forever and ever. You rule with a scepter of justice. You love justice and hate evil. Therefore, God, your God has anointed you, pouring out the oil of joy on you more than on anyone else. Myrrh, aloes, and cassia perfume your robes. In ivory palaces, The music of strings entertains you. King's daughters are among your noble women. At your right side stands the queen, wearing jewelry of finest gold from Ophir. Listen to me, O royal daughter. Take to heart what I say. Forget your people and your family far away, for your royal husband delights in your beauty. Honor him, for he is your lord. The princess of Tyre will show you with gifts, will shower you with gifts. The wealthy will beg your favor. The bride, a princess, looks glorious in her golden gown. In her beautiful robes, she is led to the king, accompanied by her bridesmaids. What a joyful and enthusiastic procession as they enter the king's palace. Your sons will become kings like their father. You will make them rulers over many lands. I will bring honor to your name in every generation. Therefore, the nations will praise you forever and ever. Amen. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.
Nubu.
Angor slaps him. So wada be me.
Yashona.
Huh? Wisub?
Me be.
So,
Yebs, Shishubi.
Shanoi. Bacha.
Frond Bishoshi. Parsife.
Zubu. Lurvy
Oh, Baluvu. Baluvu Pajanibu. Hibana. Uh-huh. Maylene Hibana. Ooh, jumping Koya Jobu. Oh.